Recent speeches by senior Bank of England officials highlight that in addition to tokenized sterling deposits that we've discussed previously, regulated stablecoins will also be introduced. The UK is therefore preparing to introduce these stablecoins not just as payments upgrade, but as a strategic monetary and fiscal tool. Deputy Governor Sarah Breeden emphasised in her speech about the core principles of monetary unity and safety. For stablecoins, she says, if they are used as a means of payment, it's important that they meet the same levels of robustness as we expect from widely used money today. That is crucial to maintaining confidence that a pound is a pound. So we want a single regulatory regime that gives confidence that a pound issued by a regulated stablecoin issuer is worth the same as a pound issued by a commercial bank and a banknote issued by the Bank of England. Now, this is really quite a telling statement. Remember, tokenized sterling deposits will be issued by retail banks, and they operate on a single unified ledger alongside other forms of money, which will likely include tokenized debt or gilts, as well as central bank money. Highly regulated pound stablecoins will also be included here. They're privately issued, but in the UK they will be more tightly regulated than in the US. So UK stablecoins are said to be backed by high quality assets. Again, that's going to be government debt, gilts or central bank reserves, which will be held under the Bank of England's oversight, and they will regulate this single unified ledger that we've discussed previously. Now, this is an attempt to preserve the singleness of money, so ensuring that there's a one-to-one parity across all these different sterling instruments, whether it's a tokenized gilt, whether it's a central bank pound, whether it's a tokenized sterling deposit or a pound stablecoin. They all interoperate and are all interchangeable as pounds, preserving that singleness of money. For governments and central banks, they're enormously helpful. For a stablecoin scale, their need for collateral expands, and this helps to build up a structural source of demand for UK sovereign debt. Effectively, this turns stablecoin issuance into a new channel for government debt financing, which is directly tied to the growth in digital money usage. It's important to remember that the Bank of England has been undertaking quantitative tightening in recent times. They've been selling off their UK gilts, but in reality this also represents a redistribution of who actually owns sovereign debt, and the bank has been cutting back on its holdings. This is highly significant, and this is in alignment with other major central banks around the world. So the Bank of England will manage the unified ledger using central bank money as a key settlement asset. This framework maintains elasticity of the money supply, which is the capacity to expand or contract liquidity as needed, and that's via central bank money and tokenized sterling deposits. Now, stablecoins themselves don't maintain the elasticity of money because they depend upon people actually depositing money with private issuers. This, of course, is not labelled as a CBDC, but the design makes UK stablecoins functionally similar to a CBDC in disguise, or effectively a synthetic CBDC. It's said to be near risk-free, fully backed and under the Bank of England's supervision, of course. Guaranteeing par convertibility with bank deposits and central bank money. Programmability and instant settlement will be ensured on the digital rails, of course. This model also helps to actually preserve the banking system's role in credit creation, which helps to ensure that retail banks aren't disintermediated, which would result under a direct retail CBDC. The UK retains monetary sovereignty here, financial stability and seigniorage-like benefits. That is the actual yield attained from issuing the stablecoins, which will likely be held at the central bank. The upshot of this single unified ledger system is a multi-money environment where UK citizens will hold indistinguishable digital assets. This could include central bank money, tokenized bank deposits, the regulated stablecoins, or tokenized UK debt, which will all circulate on this interoperable rail. People simply won't understand what they're actually holding. The idea is to move towards a system of perfect composability. Whether it's gilts, deposits, stable coins, they all become seamlessly interchangeable components within a unified digital sterling ecosystem. Now, Larry Fink has often described the need to unlock private capital, and in reality, that is what is happening here. It is offloading sovereign debt risk towards the private sector, and that is the key theme that we see repeatedly with all this financial alchemy that is taking place right now. Now, I hope this has been insightful. Do check out this video on tokenized sterling deposits if you want to know more about that, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye bye.